Hey Notre Dame fans, welcome back to Irish Turning Point News. Rose here.
And Emily O'Neill-Elmer.
And as we all saw on Saturday, Notre Dame beat Michigan State with a score of 17-13. Emily, do you want to tell us a little bit about that game?
Well, another win is always good. It was kind of a slugfest. Michigan has the #1 defense in the nation, so our rush was somewhat arrested by their defense. Our pass game was a little bit too. Tommy Rees had been throwing for over 300 yards per game up until that game. But overall, we overcame it. Rees kept going for big passes. He had a lot of connections to Corey Robinson, Davaris Daniels, and Cam McDaniels continued with the power rush. And he didn't get a lot of yards, but he had some spectacular rushes. And you saw towards the end of the game, you saw the Notre Dame defense coming together a little bit as a line. Stephon Tuitt actually doubled his tackles for the season just in that game. So that was really good. Again, like I said, slugfest, but I feel like we're starting to see the pieces come together a little bit more. The machine is moving a little more fluidly, especially on defense. For us to go toe-to-toe with the #1 defense in the country, still come out victorious is substantial. So
yes,
that's my recap. So we had a few highlight players of the game. A couple guys had some really good games. Rose, who was your player of the game?
My player of the game was Corey Robinson, the freshman wide receiver. He had a breakout game, and he had 3 receptions for 54 yards. Each of those receptions were on 3rd down, and all 3 of them resulted in a 1st down. At 6 foot 6 inches, he's going to be difficult to defend, so we want to look out for him. Emily, who was your player of the game?
My player, again, is Cam McDaniel.
Second week in a row.
Yep, well, Cam continued to rush the power that I've stressed, a lot. His Northwest style is really good for the Irish because even though it might not come up with huge yards on every play, it very, very seldom produces negative yardage. And that's very important for the Irish offense, especially while Rees is still getting that.
Yeah.
It feels like to me this season he's trying to be a deep threat passer. I saw a lot of big plays that were attempted. He didn't complete all of them, but he did attempt a lot. And so while that's still coming together, the rush is going to be very important for the Irish, and the fact that McDaniels never produces negative yardage is very important. I also want to give a big shout out to him for playing with stitches and a broken hand. That kid is tough. So, he got stitched up last game. He got his head busted open, got stitches at halftime, came back, rushed for a touchdown. And this game, he had a broken hand with a cast on it and still rushed for a touchdown. So that's why he's my player of the game. Coming up next week, we have the Oklahoma Sooners, whose name I've never really understood, nor have I understood their mascot. It's like an uncovered wagon.
Yeah.
Like the covered wagons they went out west with?
That reminds me of Wells Fargo. Bank.
Yeah, right, but except not covered, so it's a Sooner. I guess. I don't know. One of my most interesting mascots. But anyways, Rose, tell me a little bit about that game coming up.
Oklahoma is coming off a bye week, and they have named Blake Bell starter. He was also starter their last game against Tulsa. He threw for over 400 yards that game. I think Saturday is going to be really critical for Jalen Smith, who is a very good pass rusher, and that's going to be very critical against Bell. The Oklahoma Sooner defense ranks 15th in the red zone, so it's also going to be really important for Notre Dame to execute in the red zone. On Saturday, the Cali Cares Foundation will be handing out 40,000 green pom-poms, and it will be a green out, so we encourage all of you to wear green.
Be sure to wear your green. And thank you, everybody, for watching the Irish Turning Point News. I am Emily O'Neill-Elmer.
And Rose.
And take care, and go Irish, beat Sooners.